What's up, guys and girls? Welcome back to another Impulsive TCG video. Today, keeping it simple, going back to what we always do, just discussing. Today, kind of just want to talk about probably the worst set. I feel like experience-wise for people, if you've experienced opening or been able to get your hands on it, you know what set I'm talking about. And if you saw the thumbnail, you know what set it is. That's Prismatic Evolutions. Like, I know it's got some cool artwork. It's got some flashy Master Balls with the Umbreon and Sylveon and stuff like that. But overall, if you have opened this set, it is downright one of the worst experiences I think I've ever had opening Pokemon cards. It's not fun. There's like no reward unless you literally hit an SIR, which are like 1 in 32, and if you want a specific one, it's even rarer. It's downright impossible to pull those cards, and a specific one, like I said, is horrible. But honestly, it's just one of the worst sets, and I'm just going to break it down. So yeah, let's get started. Now, if you've been able to get your hands on this set at all in any sort of capacity, whether you're buying it off secondary, you were lucky enough to find it at retail through GameStops or whatever other reasons you were able to get it, there is a problem with the set that goes just fundamentally how it works and how it's set up, and that's the pull rates. The pull rates are so horrible. Like I mentioned earlier, unless you are pulling literally one of the top cards in the entire set, it's just downright a terrible experience from top to bottom. You're not having fun. You're pulling literally nothing cards, you know. And I like a lot of common cards, but a lot of even the common cards in this set are just reused artworks from previous other sets, like the reprint cards, which is great for the competitive players, but honestly, the artworks aren't fantastic. They're reused artworks for the commons and uncommons. Pokeballs aren't fun. I was being able to open some White Flare and Black Bolt recently, and those Pokeballs look amazing. The Japanese Pokeballs look amazing. How they did that with Prismatic, they look terrible. You can't even tell it's a Pokeball or Master Ball half the time. The cards themselves just aren't fun to look at because they're Pokeball, and you have to like shine in a very specific spot just to see the shine of the Pokeball or Master Ball. Those aren't fun. And like I said, to pull one of the cards you want, it's like a 1 in 2,000 chance to pull the Umbreon specifically, if that's the card you're looking for. And if you just want in SIR, it's 1 in like 32, which is normal for most sets, but it just feels even worse with Prismatic because you're not getting anything on the side. You're not getting any of the IRs or anything that kind of tides you over to make it feel like it's more enjoyable. Like you'd be like, okay, I'm okay with this. Just because there's nothing there. It's just the Pokeballs and Master Balls, which I know are considered hits. They're really not. They don't feel enjoyable to pull. And I pull a Pokemon, I'm like, oh great, Pokeball got pulled. It's whatever. But that's one of the biggest reasons that Prismatic just sucks. It's just it's not fun to open. If you look at a set like Crown Zenith, that's fun to open. This new black and white set, super fun to open. Prismatic, not fun to open. Wait real quick, if you're enjoying the video, leave a like and subscribe. It helps me out a ton. Join the Discord, links in the description. All right, I'll get you back to the video. And obviously another thing that sucks about Prismatic Evolutions is that it was the spark that ignited this whole Pokemon boom. I know some people throw back Surging Sparks. Surging Sparks was kind of like the embers that first started getting like kind of sparked, I guess, but Prismatic is what set this whole boom of Pokemon off. It is what brought everyone back. It's what set everyone like going crazy, clearing out shelves. Like you could still find Surging Sparks for the most part, even in December of last year, on shelves. Like it sat there and nobody really cared. As soon as Prismatic came out, and people realized they couldn't get Prismatic Evolutions, they just started clearing out everything. It's like, well, I want some Pokemon. And they go and take whatever. Now Temporal Forces, Paradox Rift, those don't sit on the shelves. You can't find anything of Pokemon anymore. And it's absolutely ridiculous. And I think because of that, the price points for Prismatic are also such a hard sell for people. Like, genuinely. You have the ETBs that sell for over $100 still, and that's after Costco restocks, Walmart restocks, GameStop it has been restocked so many times, and I think already reprinted at least once, that it hasn't dropped the price. The price has still stayed. The only thing that'll drop the price is a decrease in demand, but because Prismatic is so dang popular, it's not going to see that decrease in demand because everyone wants to gamble. Everyone loves gambling. Everything's been gamblified in today's society, and it makes it really difficult for the price to drop because somebody's gonna be, oh, $100, oh, that's a good deal for either gambling, investing, or, you know, and that's not like the end of the world, but like, it makes it tough for the price to drop if everyone wants something, which, like I said, it sees the price across the board continue to sit at this higher end of ETBs for recently printed sets, over $100. I don't think any other ETBs are even at $100 for the regular. Maybe I'm trying to think of like 151 also, but besides the point, Prismatic Evolutions, the price point is one of the biggest reasons people don't like the set. It's just not a fun set to open. You're paying an arm and a leg to open this set that isn't even fun to open. Basically, you're just chasing 3 cards. The price sucks about this. Another thing that also kind of sucks about Prismatic, and this is just kind of an overall opinion thing, is I'm not a big fan of the actual SIR Evolutions themselves. Like, I like, Leafeon, so I'll enjoy that card. But overall, I'm not like the biggest fan of all those evolutions. In fact, I think some of the other ones, these SIRs, look way cooler. I think the Dragapult is like one of the best cards in the deck, or in the set. Like, that card looks sick. That card looks so much better. I think the Ursaluna Blood Moon looks super cool. Like, there are other cards in the set that are way better and don't have like the terrestrial crystals on their head, which game mechanic wise, fantastic. Just not a fan of the artworks. I think it kind of makes everything look samey in a lot of ways because they have to design everything the same way. But that's why I'm not a huge fan of the evolutions. I think like sets like Crown Zenith that are like expressed through the trainer gallery and great pull rates and things like that are known more as specialty sets. Even like Paldean Fates and the Fate sets, it has a theme for it. It's like shiny Pokemon. 151, it's like a remembrance set, even with black and white. But like Prismatic was just engineered for this like boom to happen. Like, I don't know how Pokemon got in the lab and cooked this up, but they perfectly were able to create a storm in a bottle and unleashed it basically. And in my opinion, I don't think it's the best looking set for the chase cards. I think some of the other SIRs look better, but again, that's a personal opinion, so I won't hold that to Prismatic as much. But still, not another point that I think a lot of people can agree with. That it's like, meh, it's a mess set looking wise. The craziest part is, I don't think I'm alone in this. I feel like Prismatic fatigue has already taken into effect in a lot of Pokemon collectors' minds, whether because they can't even get the sets, so like, I'm just skipping that, or they're like the singles or whatever. Like, I've already seen the prices for these evolutions have dropped so drastically. Like, they were being pumped up, and now they're crashing back down to even below where they were on pre-release, which is what singles are supposed to do. They're not supposed to just go straight up. That's not how it works. But I'm seeing a lot of this stuff, and while I feel like the sealed will eventually go up a ton, I think people will continue to open it at a rate that is exponential because it has a card that's worth $1,000 in it. Like, I don't think like the singles are the craziest. Like, I think they'll be expensive, but ultimately there's still probably hundreds of thousands of these cards that are existing. And like the pop reports, there's a ton of Umbreons. Like, these cards aren't rare in a sense of like they're everywhere, but they're rare in the sense that they're expensive, so not everyone can get their hands on them, which makes them more desirable to people. When the prices drop on them, they actually make them less desirable because people want to be able to flex and show off their wealth, and basically, I have something that you can't have, and that's just a human desire thing. But I feel like as the singles continue to tank, like if the Umbreon ever drops even further, like suddenly it doesn't get open as much because there's not a huge chase in it. It's like, oh, it sucks to open, it's not fun to open. The chase is only worth now, I say only $700, $800. It still decreases demand even just by a little bit, which means a little bit less gets opened, which in then turn will eventually cycle it back up to where it's going back up. And I think sealed will do well long term, especially in like 3 years when it's out of print. I think this set will be $200 easily. 151 is still in print, and it's already a $200 ETB, $250 ETB for a regular ETB. So definitely a set that it's kind of meh. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Prismatic in the comments below. Be interesting to hear everyone else's take. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thank you. Like and subscribe. Peace.